Murderland by Garrett Cook. Jeremy's Journal, April 14, 1994. The lights are scouts for the dark ones. They allow them to determine who will breed more of them, their human children. Dirty mutants. Mutants like you were supposed to be, Jeremy. But you didn't turn out that way for them. You became something different. You can be the best weapon against them, if you can be a good weapon. I'm sure, Jeremy, that you can be a good weapon. It says a lot about being a good weapon. It's scary that way. It's fixated with me helping it get rid of these creatures, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm not in charge of this fight, but I sort of don't want to be. I don't like the thought of fighting. I wish people would just read those newspaper pages that Lud puts on their car and grab their guns and get rid of the things. Your stepmother has been targeted by the scouts. Since she has been targeted by the scouts and they've gone off, they've determined that she's still prime for breeding. She will breed one of them. There is only one way to stop her from doing that. How do you know all of this? I asked the voice. My logic jumps ahead of yours to the next level. I have to tell you what you need to do. I need your body to carry it out. I need you to be willing to help me do something that others could not. Your faith and your strength will be tested. This time you'll have to prove yourself to me. After that, I can help you. I can make sure you do everything right. As it speaks, I can't help but look at how many of those scouts have come to the Mass, how unafraid they are of this holy place. They could come to the school, too. I wonder if when I get back to school I'll find them in the hallways, contaminating every girl who's ready to have one. I can hear Father Flanagan make noises like the processor of a computer. It hurts me to think that they're a church, too, and God can't stop them. But from what the voice says, God needs us to stop them. Okay, I say to the voice, I'll do whatever you need me to do. The agreement was made, and there's nothing I can do about it now. Even if I stop liking it, I can't stop it, since I made that promise and the voice is willing to help. Good thing that the voice is willing to help, because everything feels big and ominous to me now. The voice scared and relieved me in the church, and it scares and relieves me still. When I get home, I return to my room and I try to sort everything out, to get all the facts in one place and discern what things must have been real and what other things must have been fantasy. It's too hard to actually accomplish, though. It seems like a useful thing to do, but I think it might well be impossible. The Dark Ones have come from another dimension. They seek to get women pregnant, to bring their face to Earth. General Lud sees in the newspaper that there's a page about what the Dark Ones are doing, a page to warn everybody that they're there, but everybody ignores it and the Dark Ones go invisible. It's possible that my mother was one of the women that the Dark Ones impregnated, and I was created. I turned out human, possessing the ability to see and fight them, an ability which was unlocked by General Lud. Because I see the Dark Ones now, the voice has offered to help me fight them. As I examine all this information, it makes perfect sense, and no sense at all. Okay, I asked the voice, how do I get rid of her and what's happening to her? I won't always come when called, says the voice. I will come when I'm needed, and I'll come when I choose. You're on your own right now. Until you have proven to me that you're capable of carrying out your mission. You are capable of carrying out your mission, aren't you? I can only say yes. I go downstairs, and my stepmother is alone in the kitchen. She's sitting at the table, staring into space. There's a bottle of vodka, half empty, on the table. She's drunk again, drunk and surrounded by the buzzing things. When she sees me, a smile is on her face, a big, stupid cow smile. Jeremy, dear, come sit with your mother. There are so many things I want to ask her about my mother. I always get the feeling she knows something. It looks like she has something in common with my mother, but I will never see this woman as my mother, nor will I actually see my mother as my mother. I have no mother and no father. I was made from the Dark Ones, and the light made to destroy them. I have no need for something like a mother, especially not one like this, some shopaholic yuppie imbecile who claims to be a good Catholic but pays no attention in church. She sickens me. I wouldn't want to sit with her, even if there weren't little creatures around her, but I feel even less like sitting with her since they're there. I still sit down with her. Jeremy, she says, I don't feel like you like us and this town very much. I'm sorry we've never connected. I'm sorry too, I tell her. I start to tear up a little. I can't believe what I have to do. Even to do it to someone I hate feels wrong. I hate the thought of killing, even of killing someone I don't like who's going to do something wrong. We love you, Jeremy, she slurs. We really do. She says it a lot, but the vodka makes her mean it. She suddenly breaks down and cries, resting her head against the table. She doesn't say anything for a while. We love you, Jeremy, and I want to be a good mother. I do, Jeremy. I know you do. I don't know if I believe this, but it feels like a confession. It feels like she thinks it's true enough. I feel like letting her say her piece. Even if I were to decide not to kill her, I would want for her to have said what she actually thought. It's not easy, she tells me. You're not like other kids are. You've read every book in the house, and when I ask what you want for Christmas, you can never tell me, and then you get disappointed when it's not under the tree. Why don't you ever tell me what you really want for Christmas, huh, Jeremy? I don't know, Elise, I tell her, and I honestly don't. I never know what I want for Christmas. Nothing they'd give me would really show me that they loved me anyway. And even if they did love me, I'm not sure that I could care. Why don't you ever call me Mom? She asks. She looks angry now, angry and sad and drunk and beat. I'm sorry, Mom, I tell her. I don't think I've called her Mom before, and even with the little affection I have for her, it feels like I owe her at least this. I am sorry that I don't love my step-parents. My stepfather is a machine, and my stepmother is about to become the vessel for something more disgusting than anything else on earth. I get really scared when something buzzing around her becomes clearer, less like an out-of-focus image. I wish that I hadn't, because I wouldn't have done something as scary as what I had to do. If I hadn't known what they look like, I'd feel less like destroying them, but I can't feel less like destroying them because I might be the only one that can. It's a black, disgusting little monster with strange little wings and a big mosquito snout dripping with some smelly black oil from hell. It's clearly nothing from our world. Nothing from our world could look like that or smell like that fluid it's dripping. I know what that fluid is, and it's even more disgusting for me. I wish this family could get along better, and that you could have been a regular, happy child. I don't know if you can be now. I think it's too late. I think I've ruined your chance of being a happy person. I'm sorry again. I'm sorry you can't be happy. With this awful thing flitting around her, it's hard to keep calm. I feel really obligated to, though. It's become too painfully necessary for these to be her last moments, so it was painfully necessary to keep calm. Shh, it's okay, Mom. I don't think I'd hugged her before that. I feel really brave getting so close to her with that monster so near, but I don't feel brave about what I have to do next. I don't want to stab her. We don't have a gun. I don't think I could bear to strangle her. It's hard to figure out how I can do what the voice needs me to do. Hard to figure it out until she stopped crying and said, "Get my pills, Jeremy, please, I need my pills." I was eager to get out of that room, that's for sure. The experience of my stepmother unburdening her soul as the monsters were ready to fill her with their young was too much to take. The pills said she needed to take 2 of one type and 10 of another. I exchange the labels and bring them down. She's too drunk to figure that the pills she takes 10 of are the wrong size, and she takes more than 10 of them. Much more by the time I've dropped a couple into the bottle of vodka she's swigging. I sneak upstairs into my room, and it's lucky that Ted sleeps like a rock, because otherwise he would hear me cry. "Good job," the voice tells me. "You've passed your test. I understand that it feels bad. I understand that you don't want to experience this. Killing feels awful, so I can help you with that. I need your body, but I can make sure you won't feel like this again. Do you want that, Jeremy?" "Yes," I tell it. "I'm writing this now, because tomorrow things will be too chaotic for me to observe what's happened. I did at least give her some joy and some consolation in her last moments. I don't think I could bear killing unless I felt good about my work. I want to be a healer. If I am a healer, it won't hurt so much to kill. At least the voice is there to help. I hope it keeps its promise."